It is now time to talk about what is going on at West Bloomfield Parks with the executive director at West Bloomfield Parks, Jennifer Tucker. We'll be talking about some of the open facilities in the spring and also what we get to look forward to coming up with the warmer weather ahead. Jennifer, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Maddie. How are you?
I'm doing great. Jennifer, let's talk a little bit about first your position at West Bloomfield Parks. What are some of your responsibilities as the executive director?
So as executive director, I oversee all operations of the park system, and I report directly to the elected board, which is the West Bloomfield Parks Commission. So it's a very interesting job. Every day is different, I will tell you that. So everything from grant writing to right down to special events, all of it is in my purview. So very exciting every day. Love my job. So
Jennifer, as we look at warmer weather, can you tell us a little bit about some of the facilities that will be opening up in the spring at West Bloomfield Parks?
Absolutely. So as we all know, unfortunately, we have a little snow today, but soon we will be shutting those sled hills and opening up our summer facilities. What you can look forward to is after the ground thaws, and we get a little warmer weather, the restroom facilities will open up. We don't open those until the temperatures reach less than freezing, for goodness sake. Also, the splash pad will be firing up again, opening on Memorial Day. And then also, I know we have so many trail users. Everyone loves the West Bloomfield Trail. And I just ask that they be a little patient. Every year in the spring, people start to get frustrated because the ground's still frozen and the water just seems to sit right on top. So I swear it will dry out. But unfortunately, Mother Nature doesn't always cooperate. And so you might get some muddy tennis shoes for a little while yet. So.
And Jennifer, in the winter, some of the residents might have noticed that the playgrounds are closed. Could you give us a little bit of background information into why you guys decided each winter to close those playgrounds?
Absolutely. So there's very strict regulations that govern playground safety. And we actually have on staff someone that monitors those playgrounds and makes sure that they're safe for our residents and patrons. What happens in the winter is the ground freezes and makes it hard. And so it doesn't have the same, that safety surface that's under there is actually engineered to be able to withstand a fall from a child and kind of be less intense than normal. But what happens in the winter is that surface freezes, gets hard, and it no longer meets our state safety standards. So that's why we actually close it. I know it sounds crazy but until I got into playground safety, I wouldn't realize that either. So. But that is the reason why we close those. We just want to make sure everyone is safe.
Jennifer, to keep everyone safe on those playgrounds, when will you guys think that you will open those in the springtime? When is the best temperature to make sure that everyone can play safely on those playgrounds?
What we typically do is wait till those temperatures rise, but the real crux of it is when the frost is out of the ground. So again, playing by Mother Nature's rules, and as soon as we know that the frost is out, we will open those right back up.
And Jennifer, some of those West Bloomfield residents may have seen some coyotes around here in Michigan if they're looking in their backyards. I'm very careful because I have a small dog, so we're very hyper vigilant about those coyotes in our neighborhood. But it's currently coyote mating season. Can you tell us a little bit about right now how it's impacting their behavior and what residents should look out for?
Absolutely. So like I said, coyote mating season is January through March. And so like any species, they act a little more territorial and just not quite I guess rational when the dating game is happening and in your backyard. So just like, but coyotes do play a role. They are do play a role in the ecosystem. They are important part of that. Just as always, you want to never feed them. Always make sure that they aren't getting into your garbage. To basically keep them at arm's distance. Definitely make sure if you see them, loud sounds, you want to make sure that they continue to stay scared of you and to keep that distance. And you make a great point, Maddie, if you have small pets, make sure you keep them in your eyesight, so to make sure that they don't end up being prey. So very good point.
Jennifer, you guys also sometimes get requests to either clear or groom the snow on the West Bloomfield trails. Can you discuss a little bit about why you guys maintain the trails the way you do, and if a resident has a request to clear the snow or maintain those trails, what you guys do to kind of ease those requests?
Absolutely. So the West Bloomfield Trail is actually it doesn't look like it, but it's a very engineered surface. So the surface is actually compacted in its different levels of different size stone, and made sure that it's compacted into a tight surface. We do this winter we've had a couple inquiries is to, hey, could you groom the trail? A couple issues that we have doing that is it is costly. In the last 5 years, and because we keep data, there's only been 75 days that would have been good enough to actually groom snow. And the other thing is there's so many different uses on the trail. Soon as you groom for, let's say, skiers, then dog walkers are in those trails, and there's nothing a cross-country skier hates more is when a beautiful trail is all cobbled up with feet prints. So, and there's so many uses, fat bike tires going through there, same kind of situation, a lot of different uses. It would be, and if we groomed all the snow off the trail, then the skiers couldn't use it. So there's a lot of things that kind of go into how we manage those facilities. So, but yeah, great question, Maddie. Thank you for asking.
Jennifer, as we wrap up here, is there anything else you want to share with the audience, either about the West Bloomfield Parks or something that we get to look forward to with the parks opening this spring?
Yeah, actually, this weekend, join us out at the Black Expo. It's going to be at Orchard Lake Mall, and we have a great turnout. We have a diversity task force which is in their second year, and they have put together a fantastic lineup of folks. So come out and visit us. It's going to be a fantastic event.
Well, thank you so much for sharing some information about the parks, Jennifer. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you, Maddie. Have a great weekend.